All right, good afternoon, guys. How's it going? Saturday afternoon. If you can hear it in my voice, I've been sick. I've been laid up in the house for, I guess, 3 days now. And it was 70 degrees outside. The sun was shining. It was nice. And I said, I don't care if I'm still not feeling the best. I got to get on the water. So I come down to a little watershed just maybe 3 miles from the house. It's only about, I guess, I don't know how big it is, maybe 70, 80 acres watershed that has some crappie in it. And I knew the water would be warmer here than it was out on the big lakes that I normally fish. Also, I got my new depth finder put on the boat, so I wanted to play with it. And it does say water is 65.5 degrees here. Oh, I just got a little bite. Pick that up. Something's running with it. Oh, nope, missed him. Dadgummit, missed him. He was moving with it. I'm just fishing one pole, one hook, old school style. This thing has no structure at all to speak of. Once you get down out around to the front of it by the levee, well, I'm way too deep apparently. There we go. Well, too deep for that area. Once you get over by the levee, there's one. Come on, Kevin. Hang on up on my stand. There we go. All right, sorry about all that. Once you get over by the levee, there's one spot where I don't really know what the thing is. It's a concrete square out in the middle of the levee, or out in the middle of the lake, that sounds like it has a pump running in the time, or all the time. I assume it's, this is kind of a little watershed, reservoir type thing. Maybe the city pulls water from it, or the county, I don't know. Or maybe they just churn the water so it doesn't get nasty. I really don't know what the purpose of it is. But normally we catch them over there. But, I figured since the water spawning temperature that they'd be back here in these coves. Since there's no real structure, the water's up in the brush a little bit, so I'm trying to fish the edge of this brush. I'm fishing about 4 foot deep. I don't know. So far, that was the first little action I'd had. Something kind of, it didn't take it down, but it was running with it. So I don't know if they're even in here biting. 2 years ago, the wife and I wore crappie out down here. I mean, we'd come down after work and catch 35 to 40 crappie. They were all small, though. They were all like 9, 10 inch range. You might occasionally get some in the 12 inch range that would be eating size. Last year we didn't do any good on crappie out here. I don't know what the deal was. As I came in, I talked to a couple of people that they'd each caught a couple of crappie apiece. So there's a little bit biting, not a lot going on maybe, but we're gonna try it out. So I quit yakking and get to fishing. Been a long time since I fished with a bobber. I'm not doing real well. Just threw my minnow off. Honestly, it's been so long since I fished with a bobber and a minnow like this that kind of reminds me of my high school days. I'm thinking about it here, guys. I did a video and unboxing on it the other day. I got a Lowrance Hook Reveal 9 for the boat because I was wanting side skin. I'd never had it. Wanted to be able to look for structure. And I know absolutely nothing about them. If you've got one and want to leave me some tips, by all means, get down there in the comments and leave me some tips because I'm lost. It's nothing like my Garmin was. So far, it seems to be a little easier to navigate than my Garmin was. I'm gonna have to set up the color display. I'm not a big fan of the factory color setting on it. It's a blue. I like the reds and the yellows, and I don't know if that's the right saying, but where the bottom is red or yellow, depending on how muddy it is, that kind of stuff. If you can't tell, I'm not a depth finder junkie. I don't know a whole lot about them. Never had one most of my life. I guess the one I got, that Garmin, was the first one I'd ever had, and I was 30. No, shoot, I was 43 when I bought it, so I made it 43 years without one. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Owl hooting back there trying to mess with him. Woo, woo, woo. Woo. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo. Never know, we might hear a turkey out here if we get owls carrying on. Might get a shot gobble. Woo, woo, woo. I can't do a very good owl with my throat like it is, but I'll make a lot of noise. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. I forgot there's a bunch of people back there fishing from the bank. They probably wonder what the heck I'm doing, hooting and hollering out here. Hollering, making my voice rough. When I was younger and used to hunt a lot of waterfowl, turkey, and everything else, I could make a lot of those animal sounds with my mouth, but I'm not nearly as good as I used to be. That kind of stuff you got to practice. Got to stay up to date on it, or you lose the way to move your mouth and shape it and all that. Oh, there's something. Got one. Hey, we didn't get zeroed today after all. Big one, boys. We didn't get zeroed. There you go. Got us a small little crappie, maybe a little 7-incher. I'm gonna let him go. Tossed back out there, see if his big daddy wants him. Now, if the wife was here, she would have wanted me to have fed that crappie a minnow before I let him go for his hard work. I give her a hard time about that, but you know how it is. You got to give them a hard time sometimes. All right, boys, this is 6:43, and since I don't have any of my light stuff for my boat, I'm gonna make 2 more casts. Whatever I catch in those 2 casts is what it is, and we're going to the house. Pretty shallow in here. Solid. Yeah. Oh. Well, look at that. Got one to go home on. Done wrap me around this stick. He is not a crappie. It's a good looking little bluegill. Got me swallowed that hook up in there good. Alright, well, we got us a little bluegill to go home on, buddy. If I was going fishing for some flatheads, you'd be bait, but it's your lucky day. I'm gonna send him back to his mama. Alright guys, I forgot to do a end of this video before I left the boat ramp back there, but my voice is getting the better of me, or my throat's getting the better of me, if you can hear the deepness in my voice and scratchiness. So we called it a day. We caught 1 crappie, 1 bluegill. They were both little, but hey, it beat sitting at this house, laid up in the bed for the last 3 days, being sick. I'm still not over it, but I'm better than I was. We're gonna go do some family stuff tomorrow morning. Of course, we got church, it's Easter. We're gonna have a family breakfast, I think. But tomorrow afternoon, when we get out of church, I think the wife and I are gonna go down to the lake and probably try and find some catfish in that chocolate milk. So we'll have you an update tomorrow, hopefully. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.